You can draw this in Procreate. It's super easy and you don't need any experience with drawing or with Procreate at all. Just check these results from the previous tutorials. And if you want to learn more after watching this tutorial, then you can join my Patreon community for even more Procreate tutorials and brushes. All you need now is 2 free brushes, a photo that I have linked in the description, and a canvas of 2300 pixels by 3000 pixels and the color profile set to sRGB. Let's go! First thing we'll do is add a photo to our canvas. We'll do that by going to the wrench here in the top left corner, then go to Add, and then use Insert a Photo. And we will add this photo of paper texture. Now you can see, or perhaps you can't see because it's so light, but it's not covering the entire canvas, so we have to pull these handles in the upper right corner and the lower left. Do make sure that you have transform set to uniform, and then make sure that the paper is covering your entire canvas. And then just click the arrow here at the top again. Now we are going to create a new layer to get started. Go to the layer menu and then click the plus for a new layer. And today we won't be needing a color palette. All we will use is pure black. And to select pure black, all you have to do is double tap here at the bottom of your color circle. For the brush, we are going to use the Syrup brush, which you can find under inking. I have the opacity of this brush set to 100% and the size is at 10%. And now we will draw a circle, and that's super easy in Procreate. Just draw a circle, hold your pen in place, and then tap one finger on your screen to make it snap to a perfectly round circle. Now, just a little side note, with this brush, this Syrup brush, the harder you press on your screen, the thicker your line will become. But of course, that only counts if you're using a pen that has pressure sensitivity like the Apple Pencil. Now that we have the circle, we are going to create another circle, and we'll do that on a separate layer. So we'll go to the layer menu again, click the plus for a new layer, and let's draw another circle that is slightly smaller than the one that we already have. So draw a circle, hold your pen in place, and then tap one finger on the screen to make it snap to a perfectly round circle. Now what you can do is go to the move tool, that's the little arrow here at the top, and you can move the circle around to place it where you want it. We are going to make a crescent moon, so just pay attention to this left side. And if you want to make the circle a little bit smaller, then make sure that you have it set to uniform to play around with the size. And I want to place the circle inside the bigger circle so that we get something like this. Then click the arrow again to get out of the menu, and now we are going to merge these two layers. You can click layer 3 and then use merge down. Now we will erase a part. Well, we'll erase this part, and we'll do that by first clicking the brush, which is set to Syrup. And then when you click and hold the eraser, it'll automatically get set to the Syrup brush as well. And I will just erase this part. You can just go over. And of course you can zoom in a little bit to make sure that you make this nice and tidy. And then go to this side. And now we have a lovely crescent moon. Next we'll add a little landscape to our moon. Let's do that on a new layer. So let's go to the layer menu, click the plus for a new layer, and then let's get started drawing. We'll still be using that Syrup brush, but first let's go and grab the brush because it was still set to the eraser. We'll need the brush, and then we are going to draw a kind of a wobbly line starting about here. We'll go from left to right. So wobbly is fine. Just go all the way to the right like this. Now let's add a little road. We'll start here and make like this S shape to the front. And I will start right next to it And we'll make sure that the road is getting broader as it moves towards the viewer. So thin near the horizon, broad near the viewer. Now let's also add some mountains. We'll start about here. And we are going to make a wobbly, slightly diagonal line going up to about here. That's the tip. Then we'll go down again to the side of the moon here. Then we are going to start at the tip and make like a zigzaggy line going down. And make it stop just like left from that road. Then we'll add some extra touches. We'll start at this corner of that zigzaggy line. And we'll zigzag or wobble our way all the way down here. And then we'll add another wobbly line here. Then we'll do the same from this corner. Another wobbly line to the right. And then we'll go down here. And then finally from this corner to the left. Now we are going to add another mountain to the left here. Let's start about here. Make a wobbly line going up and then back down again. And then we'll make that zigzaggy line from the top to the bottom again. And we'll start in those corners. Go down to the right. Add a little branch over here. And then we'll start from this corner and make a wobbly line to the left. Now let's add some little trees to our scene. We're going to add trees in this area and this area. And we'll start by making a line going up, a short vertical line going up like this. And then we'll make little diagonal lines from the top to the bottom, making a very, very simple tree shape. And just draw a few. So every time, start with a vertical line from the bottom upward, because that way the bottom part will be thicker and the top part will be nice and thin. Perhaps one over here. So first upward and then downward. Now I also want to add some stars, and we are going to add those on the outside of the moon, and we'll create those by first making an upside down V and then a V underneath. So upside down V and a V underneath, and one over here, upside down V and a V. And I'll make two over here as well. And let's add some stars to the sky above our mountains. We are going to create simple shapes like little crosses, some dots, some of these stars that we just created, but then smaller. Keep it very simple. Try getting a nice balance of these different elements. Keep some space between them. So we'll make little circles, 3 dots, a cross, and perhaps another cross, until we have filled the entire sky. I think this is looking nice. Now let's add some texture to our drawing to add more interest. Let's create a new layer to do that. We'll go to the layer menu and click the plus for a new layer. Now it's not necessary to draw on separate layers here, but it does make life easier, because if you make a mistake when adding texture, if you want to remove something, it's just easier when it's on a separate layer, because if you use the eraser, you won't be erasing any of the lines that we created on the other layers. Now the first thing we'll do is add some horizontal lines to our landscape here. And we'll do that by going to the wrench, then to Canvas, turn on Drawing Guide, click Edit Drawing Guide, and turn on Drawing Assist. What Drawing Assist does is it allows us to only make horizontal and vertical lines on our canvas. I don't want to see the grid though, so let's turn down the opacity here with the slider so we won't be seeing the grid on top of our drawing. Then click Done. And now, as you can see, you can only make vertical and horizontal lines. Now let's make some horizontal lines on our landscape. And we'll make short ones and longer ones. You can make some a little bit thicker to add some texture here. It adds some nice variety in our illustration. This will help add some texture and some interest to this area. Now I'll focus these lines on the foreground and add more there, and I'll add just a few to the background near the horizon. So just some strokes, some shorter ones and some longer ones. Try to vary things up. Until you got something that looks like this. Now we don't need that drawing assist anymore, and to turn it off we can go to the layer menu, and as you can see layer 4 is assisted and we don't want that right now, so you can click the layer and then turn off drawing assist. Now we will be adding stipples to our drawing, and we can do that by using the Stipple Brush. Right over here, this is a Procreate original brush, but they did remove it when they updated from Procreate 4.1 to Procreate 4.2, I believe. So if you only started with Procreate recently, then it might not be in your version of Procreate. But don't worry, I have left a link in the description to a place where you can download all the brushes that Procreate has removed from the app after the update. So go and grab the Stipple Brush and let's get started stippling. I have the brush set to 100% opacity and the size is at 28%. And we are going to start with the road. I want to add stipples to the road, but I don't want those stipples to end up on the landscape. Now a way to do that is by going to the selection tool, that's the S shape ribbon, set it to freehand, but do make sure you don't have color fill turned on. And now let's make a selection of the road. Just follow the road, follow that line to make a selection of the road. Go back to that circle, click the circle, and now your selection is closed. And now when we click the brush and use the Stipple Brush, the stipples will only show up inside of our selection. Well, let's go over the road. I want more stipples at the bottom and less as we go towards the horizon. And with this brush, the harder you press, the more opaque the stipples will become. So as you move to the top, try using a bit less pressure to make your stipples a bit more transparent. So continue until you have something like this. Now let's move on to the mountains. Let's click the S-shaped ribbon twice to make a new selection. And we are going to start by selecting this area over here. And we are going to add some shading to the mountain. Click the brush and then add stipples to the top here. We'll add more stipples to the top and less as we go down. Try to vary your motions. You can make circular motions to evenly spread out the stipples. Then let's move on to the next area. Click the S-shaped ribbon twice. And now select this area. Follow the line. Close the selection. Select the brush. And stipple away. More stipples at the top. And less stipples at the bottom. Like that. Then we'll select the selection tool again by clicking the S-shaped ribbon twice. Then select this area. Close the selection. click the brush. And again, fill the area with stipples, but less and more transparent stipples near the bottom, and more opaque stipples at the top. Now let's do the same for this, and this area. Now that we have added texture to our mountains, all I want to do is add a little bit of texture to our moon. Now, of course, you could make a selection again to make sure that you stay inside of the moon. But in this case, I think we're pretty safe and we can just go along the edge. And don't worry if you go outside of the edge, you can always use the eraser to get rid of any stray stipples. So we'll go along the edge. And we'll add more and more opaque stipples to the outer edge. And we'll add less stipples as we move to the inside of the moon. And it's nice to make like these rounded circular motions to evenly spread out the stipples. All the way to this side. And then we'll go over the area that is closer to the outer edge again to add even more stipples there. That way you can slowly build it up. And it might seem like a lot of work, but try doing this with a real micron pen on real paper. Adding all these stipples would be so much work. I'll just go over the edge one more time. Now you can check if you see any stray stipples. I see 2 over here, so you can just grab the eraser, go along the edge, and get rid of them. And that's it actually. You have created a lovely landscape inside a crescent moon. I hope you have enjoyed following this tutorial. Don't forget to share your work on social media. Tag me in the image, not just in the description, on Instagram, and we might see your result in the next video. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time for the next You Can Draw This video tutorial.